and then post it if it works out okay. So from a comfortable seated position, remember, notice I always use the term comfortable seated position. So that means sitting nice and tall. You can be sitting on a chair, you could be sitting on your mat, sitting on a cushion or meditation bench, just whatever seat feels most comfortable for you. We want the spine to be stable, steady. Lift the shoulders up, roll them back, release them down, and then invite the eyelids to close. And just take a nice, long, easy breath and exhale with a big sigh. And then as you hear the term steady and comfortable, noticing how that lands for you. Are you feeling steady today? Is your body free of tension? Are you stable? Are you comfortable? Both in the mind and in the body, and just noticing where there might be areas of discomfort or unsteadiness. Perhaps send breath to that area and invite it to soften. Let the breath be slow and steady. And then just acknowledging what your inner state of being is today. Noting the effects of how you slept, what you've eaten, the stress in your life. And then set an intention for our time together. And with awareness on that intention, taking the sound of the bell, following it to the end. Good, and then warming up the joints in our body, starting with the neck by inhaling, lift up through the crown of the head, and then exhaling, bring the chin to the chest, relax the shoulders down, and just pause here, feeling the stretch on either side of the neck. And then very slowly, let's roll the head to the right, just so the right ear is over the right shoulder. Good, and then roll the chin back to center and switch sides. Bring the left ear up to the left shoulder. Good, and then roll the chin back to neutral. And now lift the chin up towards the ceiling, lift the shoulders up, and then open and close the jaw. Move the mouth side to side. Good, and then release the chin back to neutral. Relax the shoulders down. And now just draw circles with your shoulders. Lift them up, back, and down. And checking in with yourself throughout the practice today. Coming back to our Sutra of Sthira Sukhanasanam. Do I feel stable? Do I feel comfortable? And if not, you might want to make an adjustment. And then reverse direction with the shoulders. Good, and let that motion come to stillness. And now bring the arms down by the sides. And as you inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides and touch the fingertips overhead. And then as you exhale, extend the arms down. And at the bottom of the out breath, let the fingertips touch the earth. So just move with the breath. Inhale, arms out to the sides and up. Exhale, arms out to the sides and down. Just move with the breath. Just feeling the ribs expand as you inhale. Feeling the belly expand as you inhale. Noticing too where maybe the breath doesn't move in quite so smoothly. Good, and then release the arms down, and then let's bring the palms behind you and then just shift side to side. Good, and let that motion come to stillness. And now reach the left hand over to your right knee. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, and then release and switch sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, and then return back to center. And now just place one hand on each knee. Scoot back here. And then draw a big circle with the torso. Noticing the hips and the torso. Good, and now reverse direction. Good, and let that motion come to stillness. And now let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. Hands around the toes, and then just gently flop the knees up and down. Feeling those muscles in the inner thighs, the adductors. Good, and then let that flapping come to stillness and gently rock side to side. Good, and then let that motion come to stillness, and then slide the feet out in front of you. And then point and flex, toes, heels, toes, heels. Good, and then circle the feet around. And reverse direction. Good. And then windshield, the feet side to side. And then bounce the legs up and down. And then slide the heels a little wider than hips width. And slowly lower side to side. So exhale to the side, inhale to center, exhale other side. Inhale to center. Just slowly move with the breath. Good. And then lower the knees to your left. And let's bring that left foot in by the right thigh. And then bring the right hand to the hip. And then exhale, twist to your left. Good. Inhale back, twisting back to your right. Exhale to your left. And inhale back to the right. Good. And then release. And now place your hands on either side of the left knee. So hands on either side of the knee. And then lift the torso up. Extend the torso over that left thigh and then lift the back leg up. And then a little extra for the right hip here. Just draw a little circle with that right knee. Good. And now lift the torso up. And then as you exhale, swing that right foot around. Come back. Good. I'm sorry. Inhale. Swing the foot forward. Exhale back. Good. And then release that leg back and hold. And then let's lift the knees back to neutral. Actually, let's come into a cross-legged position. And then wiggle the knees up and down, shoulders back and forth, and notice the difference between the right and left hips, right and left shoulders, right and left knees, noting if the right knee feels a little freer or right side feels a little freer. So same sequence, other side. So first start with the feet a little wider than hips width, lower the knees to your right, bringing that right foot right inside the left thigh, and then left hand on the hip, right hand just below the shoulder, and then exhale into the twist. Good, inhale back, exhale into the twist, and come back. Good, and now place the hands on either side of the right knee. So inhale, stretch the torso up. Exhale, extend the torso forward and down. Lift that back leg up. And then as you inhale, swing the foot forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. Good, and then bring that foot back and hold. And then pause with the knee lifted and just draw a little circle with that left knee. Good, and then set the knee down, and let's again return to Sukhasana, easy pose, and sit nice and tall. And again, just wiggle the knees up and down and see if you feel a little bit more evenly balanced between the right and left sides. Good. So let's transition now onto the hands and knees, coming to table pose with the palms beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, and then draw a little circle with the hips. And reverse direction. Good, and then let that circling come to stillness. And then draw in a breath, and as you exhale, arch the back, chin to chest, tailbone tucked under. And as you inhale, lower the belly down, lift the tailbone up, lift up through the crown of the head. Good, and exhale, arch the back, chin to chest, tailbone tucked under. And inhale up. Just moving with the breath. Exhale into cat tilt. Inhale into cow tilt. And then return back to starting position with a flat back. Taking a breath and then exhale. Bring the right ear to the right hip. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear to your left hip. Inhale back to center. And then just move with the breath. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. And then return back to starting position. And then step the knees together. And inhale, reach the right knee to the nose. Exhale, swing that leg back. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, swing back. Just moving with the breath. And then extend that right leg back and hold. And then reach the left arm out in front of you, thumb up. And then release the hand down. Cross that right foot over the left behind you, and then reach the left ear towards your left shoulder. Good, and then return back to starting position. And then same thing other side. So inhale, left knee to nose. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend back. Just moving with the breath. And then extend that leg back and hold. Good, then bring the right arm out in front of you, thumb up. Good, release the hand down, cross the left leg over the right, and then bring the right ear towards your right shoulder. Good, and then return back to table pose. And let's move into a plank pose. So we'll do either half plank or full plank. There's some variations here. So we'll start with half plank. So that half plank, we keep the knees on the mat and then walk the hands forward, bringing the hips down. So creating a straight line between the knees and the shoulders. And if this doesn't work for your wrists, you can make fists with your hands, pressing the ring side of the knuckles down and pointing the thumbs forward. So whichever hand position works better for you. And then find your stable and comfortable posture here. So stable and comfortable means we're not struggling, we're not efforting, we're just, finding our stretch, finding our strength, finding our flexibility. Find your breath. And maybe you'll want to take it a little farther by tucking the toes under and lifting the knees right off the mat, coming into full plank. Again, not efforting, just finding your strength, your balance, your comfort here. And often it's our mind that is not comfortable or our mind that's not stable. So just invite the mind to just be steady and relaxed. And then release the knees to the earth. Shift the hips back over the heels, coming into extended child pose for a counter stretch. So sit on the heels with the forehead to the earth, and then walk the fingertips away from you. So we're stretching the muscles on either side of the spine. Good, and then lift the torso up, and let's roll over onto the side. So lie on one side and place a hand underneath your head for support. And then knees are bent. And then stretch that top leg straight out. As you inhale, lift that leg up. And as you exhale, slowly controlled movement, lower the leg down. Good, again, inhale up. Exhale down. Smooth movement with the breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Up and down. And now stretch the bottom leg straight out and step that right foot just over the opposite thigh. And then lift that bottom leg up and lower down. Good, lift the bottom leg up and lower down. Once again, lift that bottom leg up and hold. And then release it back to the earth. Now let's roll over and do the same thing on the opposite leg. So come to position lying on your side with the hand supporting the head, knees bent, and then stretch the top leg out. Lift that leg up as you inhale, and then exhale, extend the leg straight down. Good, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down, straightening both legs, and then step that front foot in front of the opposite thigh, and then lift the bottom leg up, lower down, lift that leg up, lower, and then lift that leg up and hold. Good, and then release, stretching both legs out. And now moving over. Let's move all the way up into a standing position. So however your body wants to carry you through space. And let's have our strap handy. So we'll be using our strap for our standing postures today. So place your feet underneath your hips and then gently sway back and forth between the balls and heels. So exhale as you rock forward, inhale as you rock back, exhale forward, inhale back. Good, and then shift the weight slightly forward, activate the arms, and then slowly reach the arms up. Good, so bring the arms just a comfortable distance apart. And then lift up through the torso, and on the exhale, gently arch over to your right. So inhale, stretch up through the left side of the body, and then exhale, draw a little deeper into the stretch. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, stretch. Turn the head to look up if that works for your neck. Good, and then lift up back to neutral. Hands overhead. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, arch to the opposite side. And then look up at the raised left hand or right hand if that works for your neck. Good, and then lift the torso back to neutral. And then maybe slide the hands a little wider apart on the strap. And then keeping the elbows straight, lower the arms behind you. Bring the hands all the way down. Good, so keeping the elbows straight. And then raise the arms up again, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then bring the hands all the way down. Let's do it again. So lift the arms up, keeping the elbows straight. Lower the arms behind you. This is a good shoulder opener. Good, and then lower the arms in front of you. All right, let's take the strap and bring it around the ball of the right foot. Holding onto the strap in both hands, and then shift the weight over the left leg. So activate that left leg, finding your drishti, something stationary at floor level or eye level. And then lift up through the torso. As you have your stability here, lift that right leg up. Again, Sthira Sukhasasanam, stable, comfortable posture. We're not efforting or forcing. Let the body be calm, let the mind be calm. Find your edge. The edge is where any more would be too much, but any less is not quite enough. So let your mind be quiet enough to discern what your edges are. Good, and then slowly release the foot back to the earth. And then switch sides. Bring the strap around the ball of the left foot. Good, shift your weight over the right leg. Activate that calf, thigh, torso. And then as you have your stability, lift that left leg up. Excuse me while I sneeze there. Okay. Go back into the posture. Good. And then return the foot back to the earth. And then shake, shake, shake. You can move your strap off to the side for the next posture. We'll be doing chair pose. So for this, we want to bring the feet underneath the hips with the outer feet underneath the inner hips. And then place the hands on the top of the thighs. And then as you bend the knees, slide the hands down the thighs, keeping the knees separated. And arch the back, coming into chair pose. And then reach one arm out in front of you, reach the other arm out in front of you, and then see if you can bend your knees a little more deeply. A little more challenge here. Lift the heels up, making it a balancing pose, and bend the knees a little farther. Gaze focused at your drishti. Breath slow and steady, finding stability and comfort in this posture. And then lift the torso up, heels down, and then let's just shake the arms and shake the legs. And then step the feet a little wider than hips width and keep the torso nice and tall, and then just swing side to side. So exhale to the side and inhale in transition. Good, and then come back to starting position here. And now with the feet out in a V position, place the hands on the hips. There's a like Wonder Woman pose here. So activate the legs, lift up through the torso, draw the chin back. Take a nice full breath here. And just feel your balance here, feel your strength. And now raise the arms out to the sides, coming into five-pointed star. Lift up through the crown of the head, extend out from underneath the arms, and ground down through the feet. And then bend the knees and hop back to center. And then release the hands down and shake, shake, shake. All right, so let's come to the front of the mat and melt down to a seated position. Actually, let's come all the way down onto the back, but with the knees bent in preparation for bridge pose. So lie on the back with the arms down by the sides. And then with the next in-breath, let's lift the tailbone up. And as you exhale, lower the tailbone down. Again, inhale, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, lower the tailbone down. Just moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And now press into the feet. Let's lift the hips all the way up. Slide the hands together behind the back and then roll the shoulders under so the weight's on the outside of the upper arms, and lift the hips up into bridge pose. So again, find your stable and comfortable bridge posture today. And noticing any micro movements that you can make so that the posture is more stable and comfortable. Maybe it's to tuck your shoulders under a little bit more. Maybe it's to lower your hips some or raise your hips some. Maybe you need a block underneath the small of your back to support you. Maybe you need supported bridge today. Just find your stable and comfortable bridge posture. And then release the hands. Slowly lower one vertebra at a time back to the earth. And then let's hug the knees up to the chest and gently rock side to side. Good. And now bring the feet down to the earth and slide actually, let's keep both knees bent, but bring the right foot inside your strap. So take your strap again, bring the ball of the foot inside the strap, foot extended up overhead. And now slowly lengthen that right leg straight down to the earth. And then lift that leg back up using the strap. So lower the leg down and lift the leg up. Good, lower it down and lift it up and hold. So as you lift that right leg up, feel the stretch in the back of the leg. And then maybe try a little bit more of a stretch, but just sort of explore sensation. Again, we're not forcing or struggling, but just find your just right amount of stretch here, and then hold. And then place the strap in the right hand, so both sides of the strap are in the right hand. Bring the left arm out to the mat at shoulder level, and then slowly lower that right leg straight out to the right. Feeling the stretch in the inner thigh. Good, and then lift that right leg back up. Transfer the strap into your left hand. Slide the left leg straight along the mat, and then cross that right leg over your left as you bring your right arm out to the side, coming into a twist here, turning the head to the right. This gets a deep stretch in the right hip area. Good, and then slowly release. Lift that right leg back up. Take the strap in both hands, and then bring your left foot up into the strap and release the right foot down to the earth, keeping that right knee bent. So the ball of the left foot is inside the strap. Right leg is on the mat with the knee bent. And then slowly lengthen that left leg down to the earth. And then inhale, lift that leg back up. Exhale, lower it back to the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, and then slowly lift and hold. And draw a little circle with the left foot. Good, and then take the strap into your left hand. Bring the right arm out to the side and shoulder level, and slowly lower that leg straight out to your left. Feeling the stretch in the inner thigh. Good, and then lift that leg back up. Slide the right leg along the mat. Take the strap in your right hand, left arm out to the side, and then cross that left leg over the right as you turn your head to the left. Finding the just right amount of a twist here for you. Good, and then lift that foot back up. Take the strap in both hands and release the foot from the strap. And come on to the back with the arms overhead on the mat and the legs extended away, so like you're on the rack. So just lengthen back through the right arm, through the right leg, release, and then lengthen back through the left arm, through the left leg, and release, and both arms and both legs. Good, and then release, and then invite the body to just move in any way that it's calling for coming into position for relaxation, meditation, shavasana. That could be lying on the back or in seated meditation pose. So just ask your body what it needs to complete your practice. And as you come into position for relaxation meditation, just let your body connect to the earth, and as you exhale, allow those points of contact to soften. And just create a gentle rhythm to the breath, slow and steady. Just breathe in, feel the whole body, and breathe out. Surrender to the support of the earth. So practicing Sthira Sukhasanam, stable, comfortable posture in Shavasana or Sukhasana. Stable means still, not fidgeting. Comfortable implies feeling no pain, relaxed in body, mind. Just allowing yourself to be at ease, not just in the body, mind, but also in life. And receiving these words from Danna Faulds in her poem, Birthright. Whatever the state of your body or mind, who you are is whole. Let nothing keep you separate from the truth. The soul, illumined from within, longs to be known for what it is. Undying, untouched by fire or the storms of life. There is a place inside where stillness and abiding peace reside. You can ride the breath to go there. Despite doubt or hopeless turns of mind, you are not broken. Spirit surrounds, embraces, fills you from the inside out. Release everything that isn't your true nature. What's left, the fullness, light, and shadow. Claim all that as your birthright. As the mind is quiet and the body is relaxed, just noticing what insight comes to you from beyond the body mind. And bringing awareness back to the fingers, back to the toes. And invite the body to stretch and move as though waking up for the first time today. And gradually finding your way back to a seated position without disturbing your relaxation. Good. And then once again, sitting nice and tall, your Sukhanasana. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. And then acknowledge yourself for taking this time to nurture yourself in body, mind, and spirit. And gratitude for our time together. Let's share in the ancient sound of peace and harmony, the sound of Om, by inhaling. Om peace, peace Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much.